So you want to be a social media manager, but you have no idea what they do? Then this video is for you. Hello and welcome to the Esteldia channel. I'm your host, Rosie, today, and I'll be talking about all things social media management. Let me introduce myself first so you don't just sit there thinking, what is this lady talking about? And is she even qualified to talk about this? So I've been a content creator for so many years now. I started off on Blogger and Tumblr, like all the cool kids back then. But now I'm currently running a Melbourne foodie blog that I've been doing for about 5-6 years now, just like everyone else and their mum does. I've also been a UGC content creator for about 2.5 years alongside being a freelance social media manager. And I get a lot of questions, even from people I know in real life, about what I do. And I thought to myself, I reckon so many people have this question where they're like, so if you're a social media manager, what do you actually do? I thought it would be great to do this video. Enough about me, let's get into it. The title social media manager is very common, but in the grand scheme of things, it's very ambiguous. It's kind of like the term marketing manager. What do these people even do? And say someone goes, I am a finance director. What does that even mean? But we'll get into that soon. A lot of people think that when you're a social media manager, your entire role is creative, but that's so far from the truth. The role of a social media manager is quite operational and strategic in its approach. And despite there being aspects of creativity, I would say the main bulk of the role is very operational. The responsibilities of a social media manager would differ depending on the company that you're working for or the clients that you have, but at the end of the day, the foundations remain pretty similar. What is the role of a social media manager? A lot of people think that being a social media manager means that you're a video editor, photographer, or a graphic designer, which is a function of being a social media manager. And SMM is a function within marketing, not the whole marketing mix in itself, just a little fraction of it. So a social media manager is responsible for creating a brand's social strategy for how a brand or their client wants to appear online. So I'll give you an example, the brand The Oodie. They would want to show up as a young, fun Gen Z type of brand. They wouldn't want to be going online speaking as if they're corporate and using all of that lingo because that wouldn't really match their brand at all. In terms of branding, the role focuses on messaging, consistency, but not just the messaging in terms of what we're saying, but how the words are being delivered. Let's say you're a bank, that would be more traditional, more corporate compared to a roller skating park. It would also depend on your target audience. Let's say CBA, for example, Commonwealth Bank Australia. They're very Gen Z focused. A lot of their ads are targeting people around the 18 years old and under mark. From what I can see, they use a lot of slang. Keep that in mind when you're looking at a lot of ad posts online. Consistently showing up and using the brand tone of voice, and also consistently posting on a regular schedule. 3 times a week, 4 times a week, whatever works for the brand or client, that's what the social media manager would be responsible for. So a social media manager is essentially responsible for managing a brand's online presence. They do this by creating a strategy. This strategy will outline so many things, such as their tone of voice, how they want to appear online, who are we talking to, what do we want to do, and how are we an appeal to them. So how do we, or the brand, the client that you're working for, solve the problem that the target audience have? A lot of the content will be focusing on solving pain points. So how do we solve that? The strategy will also go into things like posting frequency, why we're using the platforms, and how that form of content speaks to your target audience. This one's a fun one. Social media managers also work on content creation, which a lot of people think is the main role of a social media manager. It is definitely a big part of it, but not the whole job. And the most fun part about the social media manager's job is the execution of the strategy. Another function of a social media manager would be community management. There's different types of community management, inbound and outbound. Customers reaching out to you, and then you reaching out to potential target audiences. This is probably my favorite part about the role. It is analytics. So once you reach a certain timeline, it's good to look back and go, these types of posts do really well compared to these types of posts. And then that's when you can tweak your strategy a bit and go, let's start focusing more on this type of content because it resonates really well with our target audience. The responsibilities would look a bit different depending on where you're working, who your client is. Some clients don't want you to work on content creation, sometimes hired a third party to do that, or sometimes the company that you're working for would want you to mainly do execution and strategy. But at the end of the day, the focus is pretty much the same. Your role is to manage a brand's online presence. Something important about the role of a social media manager is the concept of ownership versus accountability. What do I mean about that? When I talk about ownership, I mean that in the way where you're treating the client's social media accounts as if it's your own. So that would be managing the the content calendar, writing captions, organizing content shoot days. And when I talk about accountability, this would be in terms of how you show up for yourself. It's more about explaining what's happened, explaining this didn't work, and how things would change next time. So when you're doing a review, being accountable for what has happened, what's worked, and going, these strategies did really well, these type of posts were amazing, but also talking about how these posts were not as great and it's something that we should be working on. What you are not accountable for is making sales and posts going viral. That is not your job. Yes, it could be part of your job, but your job isn't to make sales. Your job is to assist in making sales. Your job is part of making the sales. You're not a salesperson, you're a social media manager. So at the end of the day, you assist in that goal. You're not the person making that happen all by yourself, which is something you need to remember. You are accountable for managing the process of your online social media presence, and how you communicate that with the brand or client is very important. Let's talk core responsibilities. We've just talked about what an SMM is, but what are their actual responsibilities and what do they do for work? Before engaging in any sort of campaign or working with a new client, you have to always create a strategy. That's pretty much your guide to everything that you do on social media. If you don't have a strategy, then everything you post is pretty much garbage. Throw it out of the window. It's not important anymore. You're just posting for the fun of it. Make sure you always have a strategy. That's the most important thing that you need as a social media manager. Other things that social media managers work on is content planning and scheduling of that content. Content planning, you do a lot of research. You'll see what is trending at the moment, what are people looking for in this niche, in this industry, what is the audience currently looking for. After the strategy, there's a lot of content planning and scheduling, which will be followed up with caption writing, video editing, hashtag strategy. And if you're already on social media, hashtags and the rules with hashtags change all the time, but don't stress about that too much. If your content is amazing, then that is a lot more important than how many hashtags you're using. Community management is also a big part of how the brand is presented online as well. So community management is also an important responsibility of a social media manager, because it shows that this brand is proactive in responding to their customers and also cares. Making sure that you respond to DMs or comments within a timely manner is so important. Depending on the timeline, analytics and reporting is part of the social media manager's role, which is why I've mentioned at the start that it's not 100% creative, because a lot of people think going into this, wow, I get to be super creative, which there is an element of creativity there, but a lot of it is very strategic. And depending on the company that you work for and the offerings that you want to have, some social media managers also do ads and website development. It's a really big world out here, but those are generally the fundamentals of being a social media manager and the roles. So let's get to the next part. What does the day-to-day of a social media manager look like? I must preface that being a social media is not sexy. It's sometimes glamorized. Some days are really fun, but the day-to-day, I would say, is quite normal, like most office jobs. So generally what I like to do when I log in is check my emails, see if there's anything urgent that I have to action from clients first. I like to do this every morning before I start work. I like to look at the analytics of each of my client accounts. I like to track how their posts been going. It's not like deep dive, but just to see how is the strategy going compared to the results of our actual content. And since I like being ahead, I like to plan the content months in advance. So this is a daily job for me. So I would go in on a day-to-day basis and go, yes, it's January now, but within a blink of an eye, it'll be June. So let's start planning June content now. Have a big high overview of like what we can do then for our clients. So I like to look months in advance and go, this is what we'll plan. And then I'll do like a high level draft. But of course, within the next few months that we have, I'll go into higher detail then. Say we're in January, I'll look at Feb and March in much more detail. Another part of my day-to-day would be scheduling posts for clients. So writing captions, putting it into the scheduler, and then a lot of meetings, a lot of client calls. I have calls every single day just to update clients on this is where we are, this is what we're doing, how are you feeling, these are the results, and just talk through all of that. I don't really do discovery calls anymore. Most of my calls are follow-up calls with clients. The days tend to vary as well for me personally, because I offer different services other than social media management. But if you're a social media manager, I would say most days are quite consistent. And not to mention, I'll be editing videos basically on a daily basis as well. But not all social media managers offer video editing and graphic design. Most of them do though. Let's talk about what social media managers don't do. This is something important to talk about, especially with new social media managers. Especially at the start, I got a lot of pushback because a lot of clients would say, but you just play on your phone all day. You don't actually work. And if the job was that easy, then why would you hire me? Setting that boundary is very important because that's not what you're doing. You're not playing on your phone. You're strategically playing on your phone, yes, but you're not playing on your phone. You're not just mucking around at work. You are actually working. And I think on TikTok, a lot of people glamorize the role. The role is fun. There are a lot of great opportunities, but it's not like this job is cruisy and easy and it's all glam and glitz that you go to events all the time. You could be in a lot of events, but it's not like you just go to the event and that's your job and you're like an influencer. You film influencer type content, so it's very easy. And being an influencer is not quote unquote easy, but it's not as difficult and demanding as other jobs. I know that one's a bit of a controversial topic on the internet. And social media managers don't just post on client accounts for fun just because they're thinking, oh, this is just a vibe, we'll post. That's not how it works. And I know a lot of people think, oh, you just post things and it's easy and you just do it on your phone, and it's much more than that. A social media manager is also not responsible for making your post go viral. That's a separate video in itself, but social media managers, yes, are responsible for how you show up online, what your messaging is, your branding online, but we are not responsible for whether or not you make sales or if your video goes viral. And a lot of people will be sitting here thinking, why is that? Because I hired a social media manager to make money and to go viral. The reason is a social media manager, a one-person team or a one-person role is not a full marketing team. A one-person social media manager is not a replacement for a full marketing team. Yes, you could have a social media manager and you could go viral. You could have a lot of views, impressions, engagement. Your content could be going really well and you're probably sitting here thinking, why am I not getting any sales? Is the social media manager bad? What's going on? Some accounts that have low views or some accounts that have decent views could be getting much higher amount of sales than accounts that go viral. And that's because if you're wanting sales, that's a whole different video in itself. But if you're wanting sales, virality doesn't equal sales. You have to make sure that your whole marketing function and your end-to-end processes set up correctly. Your social media manager is not responsible for whether or not your website is functioning properly. So you could have amazing content, but when it comes to your website, it could be built poorly. That's a topic for the future, but just keep that in mind. You are not responsible for sales and virality. What are the skills you need to be a social media manager? I have a lot of people in my personal life telling me, oh, I can't work in marketing. I don't have a degree. I don't have the skills. And I'm sitting here like, no, so many of us already have the skills to become a social media manager. It's something that you don't need to go to school for. This is something that you can teach yourself. I self-taught myself. I've been a social media manager for around 2.5 years now, and everything I've done, I've learned myself. A non-negotiable skill for me would be communication skills. You're going to be talking to clients day in, day out, whether it's on email, a Zoom call. You're managing their social presence, which is a big responsibility. Ensuring that you can actually communicate properly, professionally to the client is absolutely key to this job. And because you're going to be planning their social media content, ensuring that you edit videos on time so that they go out, ensuring that you actually edit the content on time. Let's say you've got a month to create content for Christmas. It sounds like a lot, but when you're managing multiple clients, you get overloaded and you're like, whoa. So making sure that you are actually organized and you have a structure and you plan everything is also very important for the role. It's really easy to fall behind in this role because if you're managing multiple clients, you've got multiple different deadlines and a lot of them creep up to you without you even realizing. So being organized, having a planner right beside you is so handy. Another skill that is important is basic understanding of analytics. So this is something that you can teach yourself as well, but just being able to look at the numbers and go, these content or this kind of topic, the numbers are low. That's something that we need to see, why is it low? And then these numbers here for this type of topic is doing really well and it's pretty high. So we should continue making more content there. It's not really like you need to be like a math wizard or anything, just a basic understanding of this is low, this is not that good, why? And this one's higher, let's continue doing that. Strategic thinking is also really important, and I think it's a bit of creative thinking as well in terms of the strategy. So it's like high level thinking, and this is how we want our audience to perceive ourselves. How do we get there? And you need to be able to adapt to change, which is a bit of a skill that I wouldn't say is easy to learn. It's something that I feel like if you're going into the social media landscape, you should be able to adapt quickly because it changes all the time. So today TikTok says maximum 5 hashtags. Tomorrow TikTok could say 30 hashtags. And if you get too attached to a lot of these changes, then I don't think this would be the role for you because social media is crazy. Tomorrow, social media could be down for like 24 hours because of some update or because of some US ban that happens again. So who knows what's going to happen, but you have to be quick on your feet. Who is this role for? If you want to be a social media manager, it's quite quite suitable for most people. Unless you aren't happy with adapting to change, like we mentioned before, then it might not be the role for you. But if you like structure, I would say that being a social media manager is perfect. And if you're a person who enjoys all the nitty-gritty, you're a type A person, you love planning, you love seeing things from start to end, you like being part of that process, you're the planner of the group, or you're the friend that always organizes all these trips and all these gatherings, it's probably for you because there's heaps of planning in this role. If you like doing work behind the scenes and instead of being in front of the camera, then I would say this is also perfect for you. You like being part of that industry where you're like, oh, I want to know more about this brand, I want to work with this brand, but I don't like being in front of the camera, then this is great because I would say it could be good for an introvert because my sister does it and she's a mega introvert and she loves this job. And if you're craving that bit of flexibility, which is why I went for this role, then I would definitely go for it because I've actually been working while overseas. I went to Japan and South Korea this year and it was great to actually think, okay, I have to ask my boss to take time off because I'm able to do this job while holidaying with my family. I reckon the role is quite suitable if you're looking for like structure. So now that you have a clearer idea of what a social media manager actually does, you can see it's less about posting for fun, but more about responsibility, planning, and structure. In the next videos, I'll be talking about how to get started, how to find clients, and how to build your skills. So thank you for tuning in today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.